Ladies, gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, fanboys and fangirls. Whoops, wrong button, but here we go. And it is the Four Players Close Combat Cup. It is 7 p.m. CEST. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night from wherever you're tuning in. Hope you're enjoying a little bit of more special Android casting. Four Players Close Combat Cup will be up for the next hours, and the first game is a pretty okay one already. Underdark against Avenger, Protoss versus Terran here on Zelnager Caverns. And let's just jump right into this. It's the first game I'm going to cast today. So I still need some warming up to do. TLHF is called. And we got Avenger. Here is the green Terran in the top right. Underdark is the teal Protoss in the bottom left location. And yeah, it is Protoss versus Terran Underdark. And both Avenger are European top 200 players. They're both Grandmasters, so very high level first match, because most of the time the first two or three games of open tournament, open cup, like the Four Players, like Computer Cup, like the Craft Cup, are most of the time all, let's just say, one-sided. So, what else is there to talk about? Uh, Actually, nothing much. At least I don't. I cannot think about anything to talk right now. So, oh, yesterday I finished the co-op mode in Portal 2. Really, really awesome. We're really looking forward for some mods and maps in that regard. Because it was just so much fun. And every time I was playing with my buddy, so we were thinking about how to solve the next riddle. And um, as soon as I thought, oh, now I know how to deal with that problem. Okay, stop. Whatever you're doing, just let me do it. I have a 1500% an idea of what's going on. And then, of course, I did a mistake and everything was ruined. And then he tried something, and 2 minutes later, stop. Now it's a 2,000,000% sureness of that I will be able to solve this next riddle. And then I failed again. It was actually quite a lot of fun. So if you didn't play it, Portal 2, really, really awesome game. And like I said, Portal 2 is the only game since 1 year since I started to play StarCraft and cast StarCraft. And I enjoyed it quite a lot. Gladys, awesome. The music at the end, awesome as well. Especially the opera by the turrets. If you played it, you know what I mean. Awesome. So, but looks like I just bought us enough time to actually see what's going on in this game right now. We see the refinery number 2 is about to finish right now. No add-on here on the barracks. We see a bunker coming up, and that should only mean a factory. We might see some cloaked banshees here by Avenger Underdark 2 gate, so most likely he might be going for a 2-gate expand build. And when moving up, scouting up this ramp, did he scout up the ramp? No, he did not. He's got a stalker, he will poke up this ramp, then he will see a bunker, and then he will go for the expansion anyway, and put up a robotics facility after that. So, okay, he scouted the bunker, he's running away, now he's getting the nexus up, and let's just wait for the robo facility. And the robo facility will come up in 2 seconds. Nailed it! Awesome, right? Ha! This is what I'm talking about. And by the way, here's the clock banshee I was talking about as well. So, yeah. Underdark really likes this double warp gate pressure build here, so going double warp gate expand build, because you can expand pretty fast still, but at the same time have the observer out, and he's even queuing up 2 observers right now. That's interesting. So, what else is happening right now? So Avenger, he really wants to make sure he's not going to die, because the second bunker is out for him as well. There's the first Banshee out, and the second Banshee is about to finish in the next 40 seconds, but more importantly the cloak will be finished in the next 15 seconds. But Underdark having 1 observer out, having the other second observer finished already. How many stalkers do we have on the field? Actually, not that many. And yeah, so let's just see what those Banshees are about to accomplish here. Now with a cloak, taking out 1 probe, taking out another probe. I just remembered, how about some sound and some music here as well. And now of course with all those stalkers there and the observer, I think the Banshee is about to die. Of course it is. But Banshee number 2 is out, and of course with those 2 Banshees, at least the first Banshee not accomplishing very much here, he might pay attention to the second Banshee in order to migrate. Way more careful guy here. But we see Underdark waiting with the 4 stalkers here. The observer is patrolling around. He's got another observer at his natural, so he is completely aware of everything in that regard. And here is the Banshee now in the middle of the base. This is a good job by him. Just fly in a non-obvious position. Banshee gets out just in time, kills a probe, now is back and should be fine. Now Avenger with this Raven killed 1 observer already, but still 2 more observers on the field. And we saw him just getting a couple of more barracks in addition to this orbital command, which is about to land here at the natural expansion pretty soon as well. So we got 4 barracks, we got the factory, and the starport is going for the reactor switch right now. And there we see Banshee is about to move in once again pretty soon here. So Banshee's attacking once again. I finished drinking a little bit of water. Stargate finishing for Underdark right now. Never saw him make much use of Stargates. Now he just killed another probe running back. I mean, even though he's only killing like 1 probe every 2 minutes, it's still 1 probe every 2 minutes. Oh, whoa. Second Stargate fleet beacon. And he's got so many gateways. Maybe he wants to have those gateways out just in order to fake a possible mass gateway attack. That's why Avenger, yeah, also got the bunker up. But with those possible carrier mothership mass Phoenix gateway units, I'm not sure where this is going, but it is awesome. And indeed we see a carrier. I was just quiet for some time, wanted to wait, and carrier number 1, carrier number 2 is out. And so we have some carrier stalker play coming up here in addition to those Dalits and the sentries at the natural. So I'm getting the gravity catapult, of course, muy importante upgrade for the carriers. So we see him having Avenger adding more barracks, so he will be at 6 barracks. In addition to this 1 single starport, maybe getting a second starport should be something really good. And I mean, when we take a look at Avenger's vision, he does not even know about the Stargate, so he only sees the gateways, he sees the Robo facility, he has no idea about the Stargates, and he has no idea about the Colossi, which are not coming. So he's preparing himself for a double here, a Medivac drop. We see a Phoenix on the field. This Phoenix will be able not to kill the Banshee because the Banshee has to cloak. Another command center made here by Avenger in the back behind the bushes. And let's just follow those medivacs around a little bit. We see interceptors being built. We see the Protoss air weapon is being built. And does he know? No, he still does not know. First two carriers, here they are. And the +1 is of course a really, really important upgrade. Next to the Zergling, the carrier is the unit profiting the most from an upgrade, doing 5 damage with an interceptor. One more upgrade is a +1, meaning that they do 6 damage each time they attack. And 8 interceptors, shooting twice each second. 20% more damage. It's really awesome. And of course the carrier, the unit with the most DPS in-game. So we see Nexus at the gold coming up. Cannon's already finished. We see another Stargate coming up, so he wants to go 3-gate carrier play. Like this quite a lot. And yep, I'm just waiting for those carrier. Carrier has arrived, by the way. I'm just waiting for those carriers to engage in a battle, actually. And look at all those Marauders, not able to do anything at all. And I mean, he's got like 18 Marines, he's got 5 Vikings. Of course, will not be enough, and now he knows the carrier. We're taking out a Marine, a Marauder as well. And by the way, nice long distance mining going on here for a couple of minutes. I just wanted to say, oh, he by the way should go for the low ground as well, and this is exactly what he's doing now. Underdark at 150 run supply compared to the 138, now having 3 carriers here in production. Let's just zoom in there, and yes, those are a lot of carriers. So, Step Marine moving over here, checking at the Zelnaga Watchtower. Boom, we'll see nothing at all, except this photon cannons here. There we see more gateways coming up by Underdark. And by the way, now Avenger is in the heavy Viking producing mode. He has got the 3 starports producing 5 Vikings at once, getting the +1 for the Vikings, but Underdark is more and more rating. There we see more carriers, a carrier Colossi, gateway sentry. I'm just missing some High Templars and some DTs, and then we're good to go. And Avenger, what about, Underdark, what about his upgrades? Why is he not going for the double cybernetics score to just chrono boost those +1, +2 attacks out? I mean, he's having gateways like a lot. 9 gateways at the moment. Oh, actually 11 gateways here. And with those 11 gateways, maybe he just wants to force all those Vikings with the carriers and then just go for mass charge zealots. Does he have... no, he does not have a Twilight Council for a charge upgrade. He's not even producing a mothership. I mean, he's still got carriers. He's got 7 of those carriers at the moment, but the longer he waits, the bigger the Viking count gets. So I'm not really sure if waiting that long might be that good of an idea. But anyway, Nexus here at the low ground finished. Should saturate those simulators pretty soon. Exactly what he's doing, and looks like we are ready to go. Engagement coming up in the middle. Point defense drone already depleted here. Vikings taking out 1 carrier, taking out the 2nd carrier as well. Meanwhile, the other carrier is doing a lot of damage here, still to the remaining Vikings, to the remaining zealots. But in the end, it will not be enough. Underdark just waited a little too long. Now the remaining carriers, but oh, a carrier has arrived. So we are at 4 carriers right now. It looks like he didn't wait too long after all, because yes, there are still Marauders around, but Marauders will not do anything at all, because now all the Vikings are dead and the 3 carriers can take care of the rest. But looks like he wants to focus a little bit more on point defense drone and missile turrets. We'll see how far this missile turret just dies to at least only 2 freaking carriers, but there are more carriers en route, more carriers on the field, and I mean, it's still the same. You should get a certain amount of carriers. GG. But you should get those upgrades. Still at the +1. 0 upgrades here for the carriers. I don't like it at all. And now we see Avenger. He dropped some mules. And he's in a good position there. And finally we see a mothership in production. Is it here? Yes, it is here. And yeah, mothership is quite a good unit to have, especially in this Mars Viking Marine Marauder fights, because if you just are able to manage to vortex out those Vikings, you're in a good position. But you need to pay attention to one big important thing. If you have carriers and a mothership, yes, those little tiny infestors, just imagine a carrier being able to just carry 8 infestors with it, and those infestors just throwing infested Terrans all over the place. I mean, someone should make a custom map where you can do exactly that. So you have like 10 carriers, and those 10 carriers carry 80 infestors, and then you just go for attack, and it's just infested Terrans everywhere, and it's the nightmare for every Terran. It's just, oh, what shall I do? Am I fighting against Protoss or Zerg? I don't know. Is this single player? Something like this. And finally he's getting the +2 attack. Better late than never, and he's actually saying, okie dokie, no need for the air attack, for the air armor I prefer the shields over that. You can do this, but the HP armor for the carriers is a little bit more important, because he's got double the HP, then he's got the shield. Still 450 is quite a lot. And there is the mothership, by the way. And finally Blizzard actually fixed this mothership lag, because every time it lagged for a second, oh, a mothership is out, and you know exactly what's going on. Meanwhile, Avenger, by the way, went for the Mars turret wall here. He's got some ghosts for some EMPs, and he's getting that structure armor upgrade. This is really, really what I like, but he's not going any more than the +1 attack. He should go for the +2 attack as well, because those upgraded Vikings are a pretty good unit to deal with those carriers and motherships. And actually he's going for the +2. Thanks for taking my advice, Avenger. And Underdark, by the way, at 195 supply. We have Avenger at 182. And by the way, this is a pretty awesome game to start a casting evening here. Enjoying this quite much. And now Underdark finishing with his Nexus here at the 3 o'clock, going for the Nexus at the 9 o'clock as well. Just getting more carriers. Currently he is at 9 carriers. Got the +2 finished. Should go for the +3 pretty soon as well. Why? Because he's got enough monies, and he should go for more cybernetics, or he should just go for everything and just roll over with DTs, charge zealots, or whatever, because he's in a pretty good spot. I mean, both guys are maxed out, and looks like Avenger is about to attack, or he's slowly pushing forward with his missile turrets. But this command center, I'm not sure where he's going with this, because yes, there's a Nexus up, there's a Nexus up as well, and let's just follow those carriers around for the moment. So here come the Vikings, and just trying to take out a single carrier will not be successful. I mean, they took out actually nothing at all. But here we go, mothership is attacking, carriers are attacking as well. Of course, those missile turrets die pretty fast, and now he is going for a scan to take out these stalkers on the low ground, EMPing all those units. So the carriers and the mothership are EMP'd. EMP takes drains 100 shields, so you need to actually EMP a little bit more. Now the mothership is gone, and here are the Vikings going for some scoop action. But of course they will be in a lot of trouble if they do not watch out, because yes, still those 11 carriers are out. He's going for the +3, getting the charge right now, adding the DT shrine as well, going for the +2 shields, and this is what he needs to do. By the way, a double medivac drop happened here at the 3 o'clock, now dropping at the low ground expansion as well. Cannons will get taken out pretty fast here. One cannon is down already. What about the second cannon? What is Underdark doing to deal with this? He doesn't need to send all of his units, and especially not those, because yes, the Vikings here in the middle still dealing with this. Just 1 or 2 carriers is more than enough, but he lost nearly all of his probes, lost all the shields on this Nexus. I mean, all those units go down, but Underdark way overreacting at the same time. Avengers, Mariners and Marauders taking out this Nexus at the 9 o'clock here, and one missile turret going down, second missile turret as well, and because of all those missile turrets, DTs are not too effective. But now just imagine some High Templars, some Storm here, and all those clumped up Vikings, and the Vikings doing insane amounts of damage here, but still the Colossi on the ground helping out a little bit, dealing with those missile turret and Avenger. I mean, he's doing a really good job at carefully controlling his Vikings, but the supply still pretty much the same, 175, 165 units lost, showing us Underdark behind 4,000 resources here, so it's pretty even. And I mean, this is a pretty awesome first game already. I'm not warmed up at all. I thought this would just be a one-sided slaughter match over after 8 minutes, and I can go eat something, because my meal is just getting cold in the kitchen right now. But anyway, looks like Avenger is going for a triple medivac drop, and this medivac will take out the fleet beacon, maybe take out the cybernetics core as well. But yes, there goes the fleet beacon, some pylons at the starport as well, and now here come 3 carriers, and this is how you need to do it. 3 carriers are more than enough to deal with all those units. Unfortunately, with the fleet beacon down, he will not be able to produce carriers anytime soon, but one thing he can do, and this is a quite good thing to do, is just go for some Void Rays right now. He's got the +3 attack already finished, got the +2 shields and the +1 armor en route, and Void Rays are such a good unit when they're upgraded, because you have to micro your Vikings absolutely perfectly. If not, boom, 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 boom. This is the speed of your Vikings going to die. But at the moment he's not focusing on the Void Rays too much. He's going to focus on the Templar Archives. Let's take a look at the Vikings, and 29 Vikings are on the field. Underdark still having 11 Colossi. And I mean, I was expecting our Knights with this pylon here. I mean, there's still the Planetary Fortress, but okay, now the Mariners and Marauders clear everything up. And actually quite a lot of missile turrets here, so Avenger really wants to make sure that he's not just carrier harassed by Underdark. So +3 going up for the Vikings, going for another fleet beating, getting the Protoss shields +3, and I can't remember when I last saw a Protoss player go for the Protoss shields number 3. There we saw CC more Stalkers being warped in. Fleet beacon will be finished in the next 25 seconds, and let's take a look at the units. So we have 11 carriers, we have 4 Colossi, 3 DTs, against 29 Vikings, 10 Marauders, 29 Marines, and 2 Ghosts, and looks like he wants to harass the shit out of this base here at the 9 o'clock, but there comes the Vikings, 3 Vikings dying right away. Of course, DT's going out as well. Pretty soon we saw some EMPs on the carriers. Nice job by Underdark to go for the low HP carriers in the back, and now this Vikings just doing a real good job at taking out those carriers, and in the back, what's even more important, all those missile turrets, taking out so many of those interceptors, taking out a lot of the DPS from the carriers, so the last carrier is going down. And if you do not have many carriers and you're fighting against those Vikings, never run away. Vikings are always faster than you, so just die and do as much damage as possible before you go down. So all the carriers are dead. Underdark actually does not have any units on the field besides 77 probes. Now he just warped in 11 High Templars. Now Avenger is going to drop at 9 o'clock. Those High Templars are Archons right now with the +2 shields. Of course, Archons with the shield upgrades are a pretty good unit to have. And now Avenger is taking out this Nexus. maybe Underdark should have made a transition away from those carriers a little bit sooner, plus 3 shields will be finished pretty soon, going for the blink on the Stalkers as well. Avenger retreating with his Medivacs here. Sensor Tower is up at the gold, which of course is mined out, and this is the only mining base left for Underdark. This is next to the Planetary Fortress here. Both bases left for Avenger, so Underdark needs to get this base up in order to still be able to mine, because yes, the main, the natural, the gold are both mined out for either player. And now, as soon as he spotted, now looks like Avenger is going in for a drop once again, and he will be able to do quite some damage here. The High Templar is not able to do anything at all, but no, looks like he's just flying past this base. Maybe he wants to do some damage here on the high ground, on the low ground expansion. But there we see Underdark with actually a lot of Blink Stalkers in addition to those Templars. Templars got enough energy right now to go for some mass Side Storms, and Side Storming the shit out of this base could be an option. What about those Medivacs not doing anything? He's getting the cloak for the ghosts. Now we have one cannon here, one cannon here, of course will not do enough, and now Underdark at the same time attacking the Planetary Fortress here, blocking all those Archons. We see some EMPs not doing anything, but Avenger here with 12 ghosts now going for the mass EMP, taking out those Archons really fast. Now the Planetary Fortress is continuing to deal some damage. Stalkers by Underdark blinking away, and Avenger continuing to do some damage here on the low ground expansion, and GG is freakingly called by Underdark. So Avenger in the next round. We saw carriers, we saw plus 3 shields, Mass Viking, Ghost, Colossi, DT, High Templar. What more can you wish for? So pretty awesome first game. I have an idea. I have to restart the stream, and I will be back in 10 seconds.